The first rare skill I own is initiating conversations. So, I've seen most of the people these days wait for other people to initiate a conversations or they wait for opportunities. But if you are willing to start a conversation first, if you are willing to approach first or ask the questions you want answered first, then you are going to obtain far more from life than you expect. Second is saying no and eliminating distractions. Okay, so the moment I start saying no, I gained an unfair advantage. I was able to do the things in a more productive way. Recently, what happened was I was having an exam the next day, and my friends decided to go to a picnic sort of thing. And I actually said no because to me, at that moment, going out was a distraction rather than studying. So the next day, I woke up early, like around 3 or 4 a.m. And for an hour or two, I studied and I actually loved the productive time, which I wouldn't have got if I've gone out with them. Likewise, I have developed a habit of saying no to the phone. What I do is I put my phone on D&D and I throw it aside and I set myself a task of completing or finishing a certain chapter or studying for certain hours, and then I reward myself. So, prioritizing sometimes means cutting out good things for the better things that could give you better results in the long run. Third rare thing is carving your own path. So, I'm not telling you to not follow what you want just because it's popular, but I don't want you to blindly follow everything that has become popular. I want you to have your own political stance. I want you to have your own taste in music, in movies. I want yourself to have your own career path. I don't want you to have your career based on someone else's opinion just because it's famous. I don't want you to become a singer or an architect just because it's famous, just because your friends want to do it, but I want you to do a certain thing just because you want to do it. Stop being the sheep and create your own path. This is the only way you will stand out and also learn the most about yourself. So, the fourth one is a fear of embarrassment. I remember that my friends and I used to play a game where we used to sit in a cafeteria, a restaurant, a cafe, or in between of a crowd. And whenever I used to get there, I never had this feeling of embarrassment because you know what the lesson is? That people are gonna look at you for like a second, 2 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and they will instantly forget whatever you were doing. The end lesson will always be that nobody actually cares. And once you get it, you will stop thinking about what others will think of you, what others will perceive of you, and you will never have the fear of being embarrassed in public again. The fifth one is thinking long term. So ask yourself this one question: would your future self care if you mindlessly doom scrolled for an hour? Or would it care if you go to the gym, if you go for a run, if you go for a swim? Would it care about you looking at a screen, or would it care about you initiating a conversation with someone new? When you think about your future self, you instantly make things more intentional and productive, and this leads you to a better life. Choosing logic over emotion is going to be the sixth one. Okay, so I want you to think about how many hours would you, on an average, spend in your entire week on your phone in total. Okay, not on average, in total. How many hours do you actually spend looking at your phone throughout the week? And on an average, most of you are going to have 24 hours plus. That means looking at your screen costs you more than a day in an entire week. Sometimes your brain looks for an easy way out and you start looking at your screen, you start scrolling, and the time it costs you is insane. So, again, logic over emotion. Think about whatever you could have done in that time. Think about it. If you are using your phone for something that is productive, then it's okay. But if using your phone is wasting your time, then you have to make decision based on logic. You have to do what you think is right, what you think will benefit you in the long run. As AI and technology is evolving, I want you to evolve too so you can beat them. And if you want your hours back, use your phone as a tool rather than distraction. Seventh is tolerating silence. So, what I've learned is that our mobile phones, the doom scrolling, and every act that we do online, which gives us an easy dopamine, you know, what it does to us is that whenever we are sitting in silence, we just want to do something, even if it's not productive. This does not mean that sitting in silence is something bad, something unproductive. You can give yourself time to realize whatever you've done, to realize how much grateful you are for the things that you have, to acknowledge the fact that you have those things. It's okay to sit in silence. It's okay to reflect on yourself, not reaching out for your phone again and again and again. When you sit in silence, you process your thoughts and you face the ideas and thoughts you've constantly flushing out with constant stimulation. The eighth one is surrounding yourself with the right circle. So, what you are as a person is sometimes the sum total of the people you surround yourself with. You need people around you who are pushing you towards growth and not dragging you down. Ninth one is expanding your vocabulary. Okay, so I've been working on this for certain months, and genuinely, it feels so good to have an extraordinary vocabulary or have a good vocabulary. It makes you stand out in the crowd. It instantly spices up the conversations you have. It's super simple. What you have to do is you just have to swap the basics with an advanced word. That's it. This makes your communication far more compelling. The 10th one is prioritizing your sleep. So, most of us, we have to agree with this. What we do is we chill the entire day, and at night, we like it's not that we are all same. Some of us do study or do some productive tasks in the day, and we have a habit of chatting on the phone for like late night, but this won't help you. You have to make your timetable or your schedule in such a way that you get enough sleep. Okay, you need to get 8 hours of sleep for your brain to function more smoothly, and also it will give you more energy. Try waking up early morning, see the sunrise, go for a walk, enjoy, let your eyes get the sun rays of the morning, and trust me, it will completely change your energy and focus. Okay, so that's up for today. And if you really love my content, do subscribe my channel and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.